In the hush of an expectant stadium, your soul knows that something greater is stirring. The night when your spirit aligned with courage, you realized that the unseen strings of destiny were at work in the heart of a great chase. Subscribe to this journey. The scoreboard glowed, a target many deemed impossible, yet you watched as the brave bat of Jemimah Rodrigues rose to meet it. 127, not out in a moment of sheer brilliance that rewrote history. Comment and reflect on your own moments of triumph. When she spoke afterwards, tears in her eyes and a soul laid bare, she thanked Jesus. "I know he carried me through." And in those words you heard the echo of your own faith stirring. Share this message of faith with someone who needs hope. You recognize now that this was never just about the runs or the records. It was about the sanctified space where intention meets action, where you show up, even when you're afraid, and the universe meets you there. Subscribe if you're ready to show up for your own purpose. In that chase, there were moments of doubt. Early wickets, pressure mounting, the weight of legacy heavy. But then a partnership formed, a sturdy, sacred union of hearts. And you were reminded that you're never alone in the work you're called to. Comment if you've ever felt a partnership carry you through. The fielders missed chances, the champions stumbled, and in those cracks, the divine light found entry. You realize every setback you've felt, every almost you've faced, is an invitation to step into your greater story. Share this to bless someone battling the almosts. When she uttered, "Just stand still and God will fight for you," you heard the whisper of the heavens echo in your own heart. In the quiet, you find boldness. In stillness, you find power. Subscribe to keep hearing those whispers more clearly. Tonight stands as a testimony. Faith walking through fire, trust dancing with doubt, victory emerging from the act of surrender. Let this night inspire your next step, not just in watching, but in being the one who rises. Comment your next step and claim it. Your light has been a beacon, even when you didn't yet see just how bright it burns. The story of that semifinal teaches you that your radiance matters. Share this with someone who needs reminded of their light. You've carried your own battles, your own night storms, knowing that each tear, each fearful inhale, was also the universe preparing you, aligning you, refining you. Subscribe if you're ready to embrace your refinement. There was a moment in that game when everything seemed uncertain. The target daunting, tradition heavy, history watching. But the still small whisper prevailed. You are more than the sum of your fears. Comment if you've ever heard your whisper rise above your fear. In the quiet between the overs, she steadied herself. In the stillness of her inner world, she recited the scripture, held to the promise, and found strength. Your own silence is fertile ground. Share this to honor someone cultivating their silence. As the final boundary flew, she looked toward her team, toward the fans, toward the divine, and offered thanks. Not because the journey was easy, but because the journey had been faithful. Subscribe if you believe in gratitude as a force. The victory was collective. Every cheer in the stands, every encouraging word in the dressing room, every silent prayer whispered under the breath. Your community matters in your story. Comment someone who's been your side in the quiet hours. And now the finish line has shifted. This isn't just a win, it's an invitation to the next chapter. A call to partner with something bigger than yourself. A beckoning toward what the heart secretly knows is possible. Share this if you sense your next chapter unfolding.